Hello, everybody. I don't know how many videos it has been already, but we're Bachi's Chronicles, take 37. So I went through basically all the military stories. I might come up with some later that are funny, but we'll see. So I'm getting out now. I requested to separate in Japan, which is uncommon. They don't really let you do that, but because I had good scores, I stayed out of trouble. I had like awards or whatever, Sailor of the Month type things, and they let me stay. They actually were going to keep me in. That's something. I was getting out, but the ship was going back to the Gulf for like the third time. And because I was a gunner, by this time I'd already taken the test and become a gunner and everything. So now I was officially a weapons specialist. Uh, they were going back to the Gulf, but in our division there was a limited amount of gunners. There was missile guys and torpedo guys, but there wasn't like gun guys. So when I was supposed to get out, I had to go see the boss, the big boss, and he said that they might have to uh, deny my separation or whatever, that keep me in for a little longer because I was, and I talked to my gunner boss. I was like, look, I did everything you guys asked me to do. I played by the rules. I did it. Don't make me stay in longer than I have to. And he understood. We had a good relationship, so he made some calls and they let me get out. So my last couple weeks, I was sitting on Yokosuka base, just odd jobs, cleaning up trash and stuff. And that's right. One time, I was in charge of like a group of people that were getting out, or one girl was pregnant and couldn't go on the ship or whatever. So people talk about like sexual harassment type things. Guys doing this, but girls can do it too. There's we were refurnishing all like the apartments and stuff like on base, like putting in new cabinets for the guys while they're out to sea. Just killing time. It's just stuff you have to do. And I remember I told the girl just to rake up the leaves, and she was probably 4 months pregnant, five. I mean, she was barely even showing. And I just said, rake up the leaves, and let me know when you're done, because she of course can't carry the carpets or the furniture. I'm not gonna ask her to do anything physical. So she raked up the leaves, and we were sitting there, and I mean, our days we were doing this like 8 hours a day, putting it, because there's hundreds of apartments you have to do, 100 of these little like dorms. And it's like 12 o'clock. I come down and she raked up all the leaves. And we were taking our break. And there was really nothing more that she could do. Yes, she could have sat in the car and I could have made her wait and done nothing, just be there. But I was just like, hey, you know what? Take the trash bags, like the leaves bags. It was like 2 bags. I mean, literally maybe 5 pounds, not even 5 pounds. I mean, it's just leaves, the small trash bags. I said, just take the leaves to the trash thing and then just go home. Just call it a day. Don't worry about it. I'll tell the boss that I sent you on some errands. And she looked at me and she said, "You have the dick. You carry the bags. I'm going home anyway." And she left. Just left. And I mean, of course, I could have filed complaints or whatever, but what would if you do that, then it's her her word against my word. And if she was to say something, and even the guys that was with us, the rest of the guys, they looked at me like, you're not going to say nothing. I'm like, what can I say? I mean, get into a battle with her, and if she says anything that I did something or said something to her, then it's just going to make things worse. And they're like, but we heard it. But anyway, so I just let it go. I told the boss to keep her, put her in a different group. I don't want her no more. So it does happen. I mean, in the military especially, we get, you just kind of have to deal with it sometimes. So I'm getting out of the military, and they asked me to like repaint the curbs like yellow. And I just didn't think about it. But so we're going around the base and we're retouching up all the curbs, the yellow curbs, like the means no parking kind of thing. So the main headquarters for the base, where the COXO, all them for the base is at, it's up on a hill, and you have all it's like a circle drive. So we were doing this little section, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I was just like, you know what, the yellow looks good. Let's just do the whole thing. So we did the whole area just yellow curbs, and I didn't even think about the meaning behind the curbs. I just thought it looked good. I guess everybody got a lot of tickets that day because we basically put every our car that was on that hill in a no parking spot. So I got out like the next day. That was my last day there, so I don't know what happened, but I don't think it went well. I'm sure they probably had to unpaint the curbs, like take the paint off, but it was pretty funny. Oh. So after that, yeah, I got out. I requested to stay in Japan. They approved my request, and I got out. I separated in the Navy, and at the time I was married to my high school girlfriend who was Japanese, and was going to start my life in Japan.